Make me lose with the unthinkable. Don't stop till you come first. Life's too unpredictable. Take control of what you're worth. Wasting time.
Hello everybody and welcome to another segment of 3-Star Showcase Attacks. I am your host Just a Peasant, and in this video we're going to watch two attacks from the same person, Mr. Pink Juice, aka Chris from my clan. Big shout out to you, Chris, from clan Angels of War. Chris is a big fan of using the Go Wee Wee attack strategy, Go Wee Wee being Golem, Witches and Wizards, and he told me that the strength of the Go Wee Wee doesn't lie very much in the troops, more so than the base selection. So let's look at the base that he selected, or he had selected to attack. Okay, so what we can see in this base is that it has a lot of open spaces. It has much less compartments. This is opposed to a base that has more compartments, where the walls separate only 2 or 3 buildings in each compartment, maybe sometimes even one. Like this is a compartment of 1 building over here. So yeah, this is the opposite. This has actually an entire ring on the outside. The first ring is literally a ring, a big lane of entire an entire lane, and then you have a smaller lane here and a slightly bigger lane here. So this is a very open style base. It has lanes that you can abuse using the witches, and witches love using lanes. You know why? Because they can continuously make unlimited numbers of Larrys, or skeletons. And the weakness of Larrys are not just the compartments, not just too many compartments. If there's too many compartments, the Larrys will resort to hitting the walls. But the worst thing is when they're hitting the walls, the AOE damage towers, AOE meaning area of effect damage, and that includes the wizard's towers as well as the mortars. And these wizard towers and mortars, they'll be able to destroy your Larrys when they're all clumped up in just one shot, and therefore leaving your witches vulnerable. So a lot of compartment bases are quite bad for witches. They don't like too many compartment spaces. So yeah, a base like this is ideal for the witch. So let's go into the strategy itself. I'll probably do a tutorial on Go Wee Wee at another day, and we go in depth in that video on how to and whys of using the Go Wee Wees. But in here, let's just briefly touch it. The Go Wee Wee consists of 3 golems, one in the clan castle over here, 8 witches, 10 wizards, and 10 wall breakers. Ideally, you want those wall breakers to break the walls into the core, all the way into the core. That would be ideal, but that's not always the case. So sometimes you'll need to use your jump early. So if you use your wall breakers to break into the core, that way you get to keep your jump to come out of the core at the other side. So that's why you want to try and keep your jump. That doesn't happen in this video, so you'll see that the wall breakers did not manage to break into the core, and therefore Chris will have to resort to using the jump early. But everything worked out in the end still. So the attack is started by using golems. The golems will be followed by witches and wizards. So you want to put all your witches at the same place, clump them up. And then have the wizards attack the side buildings over here first, because you want to clear these buildings outside here so that all your witches will go funnel into the core, as well as your royals will also go in this way. They don't go around the base on the outside. Although ideally, the strategy would include your king and queen actually go in separate ways on a different lane. That would be most ideal. And your golems, only 2 of them to go into the core. That's all you need. The other golem, the best is to have it follow the queen. But all this is really hard to do with a game of like such as Clash of Clans. So yeah. So as you can see here, everything is dropped, and it is time to drop your wall breakers. The wall breakers break the first wall, don't manage to break the second. As you can see, there we go, the walls are still alive, and the clan castle troops has come up as well. So therefore Chris will make the decisive decision to drop the jump spell and the rage spell, like that. So guys, with Go Wee Wee strategy, there is only one phase in this attack. Unlike other strategies that have different phases, or 2 or 3 phases, Go Wee Wee only has one phase, which is you drop all your units down, and that's it. That's just the face. And therefore, because of the nature of that, you don't keep your spells. Spells being anything other than jump. Jump you want to try and keep, but your rage and heal spells you don't keep them. You want to use them ASAP. Reason being because there's only one phase. You want to make sure that phase deals the most damage, that phase lasts the longest, and you know that's where your rage and your heal spells will help. And so dropping them early ensures that you do the most damage when all your units are still alive. You keep them alive for longer, and you get to rage them a second time as well. So that's the idea of using the spells for Goluru. So you drop the rage here as the Clan Castle troops come out for all your units to kill the Clan Castle troops, and then you drop the heal spell to keep them all healthy as well. And then over here, you know, a very good scenario has happened because the king has gone down this way, the queen has gone up that way. That is the best scenario. Also, unfortunately, this golem is following the king. We don't need the golem to follow the king because the king is tanky already by himself. It will be much better for the golem to follow the queen, although it's very difficult to control that. So in this stage, we drop the rage spell. That's the third rage spell. I mean the second rage spell, which is the third spell. In the core, obviously, to take out everything in the core. Once you take everything out, all you need to do is just clean up. So everything is going to destroy everything in the core over here with the rage spell, as well as all the outside spaces over here. So your queen's helping there, but then all these are going to destroy all these buildings on this around the core. And at this stage, it's pretty much just clean up phase. Your golems have died, but you don't need your golems anymore because they have done their job. They've gone into the middle of the base, exploded, dealt a lot of damage to your buildings around it. And so you don't need the golems anymore. The golems can actually be suicided now. What's going to clean the base up? Yes, you guessed it, the witches. We've got a healthy amount of witches over here. Still a couple of wizards still alive. Your queen is going down, but she's done a lot of the damage over here. Yeah, this is why it is best to try to keep your jump spell using your wall breakers to break into the core, because right now you can put the jump spell over here and have all your Larrys go up and kill these towers over here, this mortar tower over here. You see how the mortar tower just only one shot. Only takes one shot for the mortar tower to destroy your Larrys. So over here we've got a healthy number of witches. The witches though are going to die to the mortar. Fortunately enough, they have enough firepower to take the mortar out. So the mortar does kill them after that. But the mortar goes down as well. You have 3 witches left, and at this stage there's no more AoE towers, and this is slowly becoming a very successful attack. The king is still very healthy because of the golem being with him just now, and the king still has his ability, so you know, it's pretty much a fail-proof from now. As we come towards the end of the video, I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, press the like button. If you want to watch more, click the subscribe. I did say there are 2 attacks from Pigjuice, aka Chris, and therefore we're gonna watch the second video in another episode after this, coming right after. So don't go anywhere, guys. I'll see you guys right after this.